Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, they'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Option play, here's Hall.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tevin Coleman from 17 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Watson eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Out of the gun, Watson.
Swings this out here for Cohen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Again, it's Watson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 2nd down at 5.
Now Wilson.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Watson rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out fumble. But this will get out of bounds. So possession will stay the same.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw is Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call. But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Second down at 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Watson, buying time to his left.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn that for a first down.
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cohen gets it again on 2nd.
And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And these guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
He's got the 1st down and more than that.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Johnson. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now Watson.
Rolling to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Jets have got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Back to the air, Watson on second down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. Dorsett making the catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To the air yet again, Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.